Hey, yo, we still don't know how it happened. We extremely grateful. Like I say, ain't no telling who y'all gonna hear on these podcasts. But hey, we making moves. On this episode, we have the talented Alexis Peterson of the Seattle Storm. So I'm gonna quit talking. Y'all come tune in. Yeah. From the bottom. From the bottom. You know we go.
Today?
This is Alexis Peterson.
Oh, you need to stop it. You for real?
Yes.
You gonna make me cry, girl. Don't play. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, we're good. This is Cal and Jay from the Bottom podcast. You may be a little familiar with it. But, ready to kick this thing off?
Of course.
Of course. So, Mr. Cal himself. How you doing, bro?
Good. Hello, Alexis. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, thank you for being on the show. We really appreciate it.
No, it's my pleasure.
Oh, this is we have Alexis Peterson of the Seattle Storm on the show. We just want to tell her thank you a lot for coming on.
Yes.
Can we start asking you some questions, Alexis?
Yes, that's fine.
Oh, sweet. Hopefully we're not waking you up.
Oh, no.
What do you miss most about college?
Sorry, can you say that one more time?
Oh, what do you miss most about college?
The thing I miss most about college would just be the atmosphere, the camaraderie. You're with your team every day. It's a long season. Traveling, the film study. We used to have walkthroughs a lot when I was in college, so we would make the most out of those. The trips that we would take as a team, the memories that we made.
Wow.
That's tight.
Do you still keep up with some of your old teammates from college?
Yes, I do. I talked to the ones that I graduated with and a few from the class that was right above me very, very often. And I actually, when I went overseas this past fall and spring, I played with two of my former teammates.
Wow. You went to Isreal, right?
Yes.
Oh, how is it out there?
Israel is amazing. The weather is extremely nice. It's super Americanized. The food is great. There's beaches. The people are friendly. Everyone pretty much speaks English for the most part.
Wow. For real?
So it's a really, really comfortable place.
Man. Did it make you miss home a lot? Since you went so far away?
I would say maybe two months in, I started to really miss home. Really because I didn't get to I haven't had a lot of time to spend time at home. So I went from college straight to the WNBA. I came home from the WNBA for maybe 2 weeks and then had to go right overseas. So my time at home has been limited. So I did get a little homesick, but I'm kind of used to being away from home. So it was temporary, but there's nothing like home.
Oh, you got that right. So how many months out the year do you play ball?
Oh, I would probably say maybe 11.
Whoa.
11?
You play 11 months out the year?
Damn.
Yes.
Do you ever get burnt out?
Well, right now I'm still pretty young, so I still have a high motor.
Yeah.
And I don't feel too tired yet. So.
She said, yeah, okay. Hey, there you go. Keep that going. 11 months. Ooh.
Okay, so if you play 11 months out the year, what's your favorite sneaker to play in?
Kobe's.
Oh
yeah, she got a good point right there. She got a good. So, are you a sneakerhead?
Oh yes, of course.
So how many pairs do you have? How many pairs of shoes do you have total?
I would say over 100.
Oof. Do you have them?
Yeah, I have small feet, so I can wear kids and women. So I typically go and buy kids because it's cheaper.
Yeah. Okay. Do you ever switch in a game?
No, I don't.
That'd be nice. Yeah,
that's pretty good right there. I like that one. I'm a sneakerhead too, so
yeah.
I understand where you're coming from. So, what's your favorite go-to move on the court?
I would say the left to right crossover, like the AI crossover.
Oh, that's not bad.
Do you put a little extension on it when you're crossing it over?
Oh yeah, of course. Of course, you have to put a little finesse.
But when you do the AI crossover in the game, do you be worried that they're gonna call carry?
Sometimes, it depends on, the flow of the game and how the refs are calling it. I mean, I feel like most officials who, watched Allen Iverson or, modern day Kyrie, they see that's how the crossover is. So, I feel like it's easier to get away with here. Overseas, it's a lot harder because the officiating is a lot different.
Oh, is it more physical to play overseas?
Definitely more physical. Like I said, the rules are different, and they let a lot go overseas than they would here. But yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
Well, yeah, you're right.
So when you play overseas and you come back home to play back in the States, is the game a little easier compared to?
This is my first year, so I'm very interested to see, as I go back out to Seattle, the noticeable differences in terms of the physicality. I feel like playing overseas definitely prepares you to play over here. But I'm definitely going to be interested to see, how it'll translate to playing in the States.
Wow. So we are in Seattle. We have to ask you, what did you think about Seattle when you first came out here? Like, had you ever visited?
What did I hear about Seattle?
Yeah. What did you think about Seattle when you moved out here to play?
It rained a lot when I first got there.
Yep.
A lot. Yeah, it rained a lot. So that was definitely different. I was coming from Syracuse where it snowed a lot.
Ooh.
So
would you rather have rain?
I went from one extreme to the next. I think I definitely would rather have rain because Syracuse would get to freezing temperatures. So I think I definitely have rain.
Yeah.
Well, but you from Ohio, right? And don't do it. It snow a lot in Ohio also, right?
Yes, it does. But I feel like Seattle and Syracuse definitely are different than Ohio. Ohio will at least switch up a little bit. We will experience maybe all 4 seasons in 1 week. That's just how bipolar the weather is. But yeah, it's a lot more manageable.
That sounds like Seattle during the week. All 4 seasons.
Yeah. That's all 4 seasons in 1 day in Seattle. Yeah. Oh, she know.
Yeah.
So wait. So since it rains so much, I take it you don't wear your Jordans outside when it rains, huh?
No. No way. No way.
And then I do have to ask this: you coming from Ohio? What made you pick Syracuse over Ohio State and Ohio? All the colleges out there in Ohio.
Right. Well, Ohio State at the time, under the direction of Jim Foster,
Yeah.
he was the former head coach. He did recruit me,
What?
so staying home wasn't really an option. But then Syracuse, my head coach Quentin Hilsman, we just had a relationship, and we kind of hit it off when he came to my home for my home visit. Him and my mom, they had a good relationship, and it was a family-oriented atmosphere.
Oh.
And that was something that was really important for me, and especially when I decided that I wanted to go away from home to go to school.
Yeah.
And Syracuse is about 6.5 hours from Columbus, so it's far enough, but close enough to where my family could come to games, and I could come home, whenever we got a break. So it was a happy medium.
That's pretty good right there.
That is pretty good.
Close. I always wonder what it was like to be like a D1 athlete, and how they make their decisions on what school to go to.
Yeah. I mean, it can be tough. It's definitely a tough process, especially because you're deciding at such a young age, at 17, 18 years old. I mean, you haven't really made any true life decisions up until that point, and I would say, picking a college is definitely the first step into adulthood, because it's very important that you pick a school that fits you, and that the academics are, what you would like them to be in terms of what you want to major in, and, life outside of basketball. So all those things are very important, and it's a big decision to make for a lot of kids.
Wow, that was some good advice right there. Man. I hope the people listening to this listen to what you just said real closely.
Yeah, that was. I like that. So I have a question for you. What were your thoughts before draft night?
Can you say that one more time?
What were your thoughts? Like, how intense was it before draft? The night before draft night.
Oh, wow. It was extremely, extremely nerve-wracking. Probably the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever been through. Just because you really do not know, and it's out of your control, it's out of your hands. You can only trust what you've done to get yourself to be eligible for this moment. But it's a feeling that you can't describe, honestly. And I can say I was extremely nervous. I was, a little on edge, just kind of really, really unsure.
Yeah. Wow. You know what? I think I had that feeling before when we had to take the standardized test to let us know if we can go to the next grade. Man, stomach was bubbling. Yes. I'm like, Mama, can I get some breakfast?
So did you work out with Seattle before you came out here? Or
No, I did not.
Wow.
I did not. I had no idea that I would be drafted to Seattle.
Where did you think you was going?
Truthfully, I really didn't have any inclination of anything. I mean, I was really just totally in the dark. So I really had no idea as far as anything leading up to, the draft or where my destination would be.
So it's like just open arms. You're like, look, you want me? I'm loving you 1,000%.
Well, I mean, once you think about it, a lot of people don't get drafted to a professional league. And so that's a blessing right there. So, I mean.
Oh, yes, definitely. The biggest blessing ever. I know how hard it is to not only get drafted, but to also make the team. You think it's only 144 players in the WNBA, 12 teams, 12 spots. So that's a super low percentage when you think about the amount of women's basketball players in the country and in the world.
And that is correct. And to be honest with you, I dated a young lady who played ball, and she had skills. So I know the level of women having skill is underrated. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, yes, because there's young ladies that can ball in the men's league.
Oh, yes.
Look, like Brittany Gold. Right. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm like, yo, I would want her on my team. She's the team and security
She's super
guard.
talented.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she's super talented, and she's a good person too.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, I think every girl in the WNBA is talented. Even the D1 girls, like even girls that play in college.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we play a lot of basketball around Seattle.
Yeah.
And it was these girls who came in the gym one day, and like they were just killing everybody.
Yes.
And I was like, these cannot be high school kids.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause
Right.
they was killing all the guys, and I just had to ask them, pull them to the side, just to find out that they played D1. Both of them still in school and play D1.
Yeah.
And that's what, like, so when you go to the gym, do you just play open gym, or like, can y'all not play open gym, you know, since y'all contracts and stuff, or?
While you're in season, no. You know, it's a breach of contract, but like off season,
Yeah.
you know, you have to do what you have to do to get ready.
Yeah.
So I'm a fan of open gym. I love playing pickup, whether it's with the guys, with girls, anywhere that I can get some running. I love it, and I feel like that's the best way to get in shape is to actually be able to play.
Yeah.
Oh shit, you right.
Go ahead, Con. You know what? You know it'd be cool. I ain't gonna lie. I will to see you in one of the pro-ams for the summertime.
Oh,
Here that
You said a pro-am?
the pro-am. Jamal Crawford. Normally he have like NBA players. I don't know if he had any WNBA players or women.
that
players.
would be smart.
That'd be cool though. He'd normally have them at Seattle University.
But
Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking
Oh
about.
yeah, that would be fresh.
But you probably don't. I mean, she played 11 months. So that means, like, as soon as your season over with the WNBA, you take off, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah, you're going overseas.
Oh yeah, so you constantly. Oof. Well,
See, that's something I want to ask you too. Do you feel like the women should get paid more over here, so y'all wouldn't have to go overseas to play?
I definitely feel like it would be a step in the right direction. You know, like I said, there's a lot of super talented women who represent, you know, the United States who play here. So it would definitely be nice, you know, to be able to, you know, spend, you know, moments during the fall and spring with your family, not have to miss Christmas, not have to miss Thanksgiving, because you kind of sacrifice those things for 4 years in college.
Yeah.
And here you are as a pro, now you have to do the same thing. And it kind of, it limits what you can do. You know, most women want to start families or, you know, have kids, and it's not your typical job in that you have, you know, really time to plan those things. And like for the NBA, I mean, obviously it's different for men, but they have, you know, kind of the summer off a little bit to be with their families and, you know, the vacation, the travel to enjoy, you know, the fruit of their labor.
Oh, man.
and
You are so correct.
You are so, and I did
She
not
right.
look at it like that. And you know, y'all, a huge pay raise because I'm, you know,
I mean, I think they should. They are professional. It don't make sense for them to have to go overseas to make more money than they do at home.
yeah. And when it comes to starting a family, you know, that is
a big one.
That's a big one because you're out.
Cause I mean,
for almost 2 years.
Candace Parker had to take her daughter overseas when she went, and I guess I guess people don't never think of it like that.
No.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
definitely.
that is so smart right there.
Yeah, that is.
Wow, I can't. Wow,
We need to make that a hashtag.
yeah, that was a good one right there, Alex. I gotta give it to you.
Now I got a question. When you're practicing, what type of music do you listen to? And who is your favorite artist?
I like to listen to Drake.
I knew he was gonna be
Lil Wayne.
I knew Drake was gonna be
Drake,
in.
Lil Wayne. Okay.
Yeah, Drake. I'm a Drake fan.
So you
Lil
love his
Wayne.
new song out, huh?
Which one, guys playing?
Yeah.
No, not the guys
nice
playing.
For what?
Yeah, nice for what? Yeah.
I ain't hear that one yet.
That is nice though. I can't lie. Drake is pretty
it's
high.
Nice. It's got a nice little vibe.
So who control the music in the locker room when y'all warming up or trying to get in the mood to play ball? I mean, for a game.
It really just depends on who wants to take over the aux. Who's gonna be on the little Bluetooth speaker?
Do you take it over?
No, not really, because I'm the type, I will go to the gym and play my iTunes radio on my hip hop station and just let it run. Just let it shuffle. So, yeah, but I'll definitely be in the locker room dancing to whatever's playing.
You know what? So, oh, you haven't heard this new artist coming up here in Seattle. Gerard Fava. You never heard of him?
No, I haven't.
You know what? I'm going to have to send you a link to my music. So one day when you're practicing, you could be bumping it. I will put it on the link.
Okay.
I will put it on the link.
Okay.
And,
that will...
oh my goodness.
That would be dope.
That would be dope, because I'm saying she hitting crossovers and jumpers to one of my balls. Man, that's like the best feeling in the world.
That do make you think. Who do you model your game after?
You said who do I model my game after?
Yeah.
Probably a mix of players. I would say a mix between Chris Paul, because I'm a huge Chris Paul fan.
Okay, so you got the high
Tony
IQ.
Parker.
Oh, Tony.
Little Tony Parker.
Move through the lane.
Yeah.
So how your floater looking? I seen some games. I seen you play a couple of times.
Oh yeah, I mean Tony. I love Tony Parker. Obviously Allen Iverson. I'm a huge AI fan.
She said she got the crossover.
No,
so.
I seen her hit somebody over with the crossover. I said, "Oh Lord."
Oh, okay. Now she got me. I got the question. When you do the crossover in the game, and you make somebody, you break their ankles, how do you not sit there and laugh at them? Like, how you keep the serious face on when you play?
Because I'm super competitive, so 9 times out of 10, once I get in that locked in mode, I mean, I'll laugh with my teammates after the fact.
Okay.
But I've never really been one to laugh if I cross somebody.
I can't lie. When I cross somebody, I just sit there and laugh at them. Then I end up missing the shot, so it don't really matter that I crossed them up.
So by you saying you've been extra competitive, do you ever go head to head, just talking mad business to somebody and just letting them know, I'm going left, I'm about to cross you up, and you hit the shot in their face? Do you do that?
I like to honestly just let the game speak.
Okay.
But I mean, if you start with me,
ooh,
and you constantly talking, then I'm gonna go there with you. Then that's when I'll start trash talking or really coming at you.
That's funny. I like to do that. People start talking, we're like, oh, they had a young guy. We playing 21 the other day. So I turned around and did somebody sent me a screen and I just pulled up from the screen. He said, I bet you won't do it again. So I done it again. And he said, okay. So I did another turnaround. He said, you ain't got no confidence in your shot. I gave him that Russell Westbrook look. What? Game. He was like, oh,
yes.
Okay. I'm like, I told you, youngster.
Yeah. Wow. I do that a couple times. Come down, especially when I'm playing pickup.
Oh yeah, pickup.
Well, do you ever worry about being too physical out there on the court? Like, I mean, 'cause I know y'all be going at it, pretty hard.
Yeah, no, especially at my size, being a point guard, people like to rough you up. They like to rough you up on screens. They like to rough you up, drive to the basket. So I feel like you have to have like a certain level of physicality, or you just want to get knocked around and get beat up. So you got to kind of set the tone in terms of a physicality standpoint.
Okay. So since you was a rookie, when you came in, was anybody just talking stuff to you in one of your games since they knew you was a rookie? Like one of the vets?
No, everybody was pretty chill, pretty respectful, pretty humble. I wouldn't say I had any experience like that.
Have you had anybody being like a Shaquille O'Neal, like a big goofball?
No, not that I've come across. Shaquille is definitely one of a kind.
That's my guy right there, yo. Oh man! Now you know what? With players talking mess, have you ever gone to an opponent's court, and were the fans, like the intensity of the fans and like the let me see, all of the words saying you ain't gonna do this? Does that ever get to you at all?
No, it's actually more motivation because I find it funny. Somebody that's coming to watch you play, telling you what you can or can't do. When they paid to come see you, so I mean, I think it's funny, it's comical, and it's definitely more motivation, especially when people start to hate and start to doubt, and trying to egg you on.
That's funny. Do you ever go on the opponent's team, like on the baseline, and talk trash to them? I think, like, you know how some players do that. They be on the side, like,
I think that's a tech.
Is it? No,
probably.
like I'm saying, they players be talking mad mess on the side. You ain't got it. You out of bounds. You out of bounds. Because I didn't see Curry and hit some shots and turn around, okay, and just kept walking. I'm like, wait a minute.
Okay.
Break time, folks. We coming at y'all introducing our new network that we're on, Tribulation Saints Podcast Radio.
Wait a minute. Don't forget the No Phony Podcast Network.
Also, our other networks that we rocking with us. Esquad affiliates and also Fat Lowe's Radio all day, every day.
And if you want to be on the show and think you got a good conversation piece, hit us up so we can schedule something at 253-234-7149. And hey, your boys out here making move. We out.
Okay.
Yeah, see that? I mean, no, that's never really. I've had that happen in college. I would say.
Okay.
Definitely, because college for us, while I was at Syracuse, was a war zone.
Oh
yeah.
We went at it with everybody. We didn't really have too many friends. I mean, and that was we really just took on the personality of our head coach. Our head coach was, he was extremely animated. He was, he was charismatic, and he was energetic, and he was feisty. He wasn't going to back down from anybody. So, us ultimately as players, we took on that same personality, and we would go to war. It felt like we would go to war when we went to games.
Oh man! So, who is the hardest person you had to guard?
Professionally?
Yeah.
Who did I have to guard? That was pretty hard. I would say, anybody at the point guard position in the WNBA is pretty tough to guard, especially being a rookie because their knowledge is completely different. See, in college, you kind of are on an even playing field, but when you get to the WNBA, it's more of an IQ game, and being able to think the game, not so much as athleticism and speed and quickness. So I would say, pretty much everybody that I had to guard in the WNBA was pretty challenging from a point, like any point guard. They're like, I know Danielle Robinson, who's now playing with the Minnesota Lynx. She's extremely fast. Like extremely fast. So that was definitely a hard guard. And then just going up against Sue Bird every day in practice. She's a vet in the game, and she understands the game almost as good as anyone. So it was never easy. You never could say, "Oh, I just have to do this, or I have to do that." I mean, she can pass and she can shoot and she can, read defenses just as well as anybody.
Wow, she got a point. Wow, that's not bad.
I ain't lying.
So, do you take any pointers from Sue Bird? Since she, since she been in the league forever.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Just a composure aspect and really just learning. I learned a lot from just watching her and, watching our games and watching how things played out and, the decisions she would make throughout the course of the game taught me a lot, even without her having to say much. Because, you can read, someone's game and understand why they do this or, like that. So that was the biggest teacher for me, being able to watch her, do what she does best.
Wow. That is so smart. Mm-hmm. Are you always paranoid of somebody taking your spot? Because... Oh,
you have to be.
Yeah, the turnaround is so crazy.
You have to be. You can never get comfortable in this league, in this game, on the women's side, and I mean, that's just the way it is. Like I said, there's a lot more opportunity for men. The league is bigger, and then there's the G League, and they can also go overseas and still make a very good living. But for women, it's extremely competitive, and every year, there's new talent coming out, and it's only 12. Like I said, it's only 12 spots. So, you can never get comfortable. You can never relax. You can never think you're good or that you're in. You have to constantly keep working and constantly prove yourself. So,
wow. Yeah, that'll make you work, want to work.
Okay, I do have this one. For all the girls who look up to you and your fellow players on like the college level and the professional level, what advice would you give them?
I would tell anyone looking up to me or any other professional athlete to, stay persistent, stay consistent. Resiliency is key because you're not going to always succeed on the first time or the second time. But the harder you work, and I know it may seem cliche, put in the work, but truthfully, hard work really does go a long way. And I feel like we can all relate to that Andre Ingram story that just happened with the Lakers.
Yeah.
He waited 10 years for his one moment. So, so it may not always come when you want it, but it'll come when it's the right time. And that's something that I've definitely learned throughout my first year as a pro and just throughout my basketball career. That just because a no doesn't mean that you failed. And a yes sometimes doesn't always mean that you've won. It could just be the right time for you.
Wow.
Man.
I
think that was an inspirational quote of the day.
That was pretty good.
Put that on a t-shirt.
That was really good. I got to give it to her. Well,
definitely got to copyright that.
Hey, you said it.
Well, you're not a rapper, are you?
No, no.
Oh, okay. I thought you be singing the Drake. Drake come on, she started messing with her own bars and stuff, spitting up in there.
God's plan.
No, not at all.
So, are you training right now, or is this your off season from both leagues, or?
Yes, this is technically my off season from both leagues. I just got home about 4 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago from Israel. But yes, I am training because we do start training camp in 2 weeks. So I will be back in Seattle for training camp.
Oh.
So I'm definitely preparing for that.
Oh, man. So what is Alexis Peterson plans for this year in the league?
You said, what is my plan?
Yes. What do you hope to accomplish this year? Now that you almost a vet, because you got the rookie season out the way.
My plan for this season is to really make an impact and, prove why I belong, prove what I can do, and just show how much I've grown over the last year.
Wow.
Okay. So that answers my next question. Were you going towards more of the stats or championship? Yeah.
Oh, I mean, a championship is always the ultimate goal.
Okay, gotcha.
Definitely. I would love to win a WBA championship. That would be amazing.
Well, yeah,
I
see it happening. You heard me?
I can see it happening.
Yeah.
Seattle got a pretty good squad.
Yeah. If you're ever in your warm-ups before the game and you just hear somebody scream your name out loud, just mind my kids and me and the wife.
So what legacy do you want to leave behind when it's all said and done for Miss Peterson? How do you want to be remembered in this league?
Ooh. I want to be remembered as someone who worked for everything they got, who was hard-nosed, gritty, fiery, passionate, competitive, and humble, and never got too high, never got too low.
Kept it going. I got you. Wow. Well, for some people, you're going to be known as that young lady who broke their ankles. I remember her. I did that. I ain't lying. I had 2 guys, I ain't gonna lie, they got me. They hit me up with something crucial. And I did fall. I must admit that. Ever in my life. I still have their numbers. I'm waiting to see them again.
Well, yeah, we got to wrap it up. Alexis, thank you for coming on. We will come down and we got to catch a couple of your games this year.
We will.
My daughter loved the Storm,
yeah,
and all the players, and yeah, she loved basketball, and I love that she loved basketball because I don't got to stand outside in the weather.
And
yeah,
like me, indoors, yes,
yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay. All right. Well,
thank you guys for having me.
We appreciate you, and as we do on every show, we have an outro. And the outro,
okay.
If you don't mind saying it, it goes Cal and J a day. Ka! So if you don't mind blessing the mic with that, yeah. See, I like Sheila. She got it. So if you can say that, hey, that'll be the outro. I love it. I might cry.
All right. For sure.
Whenever you ready.
Cal and J every day.
Here we are. All right,
Thank you, Alexa.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, holla.
Thank you. All right.
Bye-bye.
Holla.
Man,
that was
crazy, dog.
Thank you again, Alexis. Everybody, tune in to catch her in her first, well, not her first year, her second year in the league. Point guard, shooting guard for the Seattle Storm
all day. Man, that was pretty cool, bro. I'm telling you.
She laid back.
She really laid I'm going to send her that song. I'm serious. And she going to be bumping some, ain't nobody, baby, gonna love you. I'm telling you, while she hitting her free throw, that hook is going to be, right here. It's going to be stuck
I
in
want to see her cross a couple people up. Like a lot of NBA, WNBA players.
She's the Ivisha. The IV should have crossed, man. But you know what though, bro? Speaking on basketball, man, like we were just talking about, man. Was Andre Ingram? Yo, you think him and Brandon Ingram related?
Nope.
Nope, not at all.
Nope.
Not even long.
Nope.
You know what? He remind me of.
But his dedication, though, you gotta respect that.
They making him seem like he 39 or something coming to the league, but
But that's old. That's old for an NBA player.
I don't even consider that old.
I mean, you don't consider it old, but if you in the NBA,
yeah,
that's a lot of miles on your legs. Like by the time you hit that age, like Melo and Wade, and once you hit.
But what if? Well, I don't know.
I mean, 31. 31, not old. That's not old.
But exactly, 32. But is he playing the games like they're like the NBA guys are playing all these? Was he in the D League
for 10 years?
For 10 years. Ooh wee.
He was in shape.
He was in shape. Hey, he was ready. I ain't gonna lie. Man, that first game, so he was lighting them up.
He took advantage of his opportunity.
That's what you're supposed to do. Be like, look, I got this. You heard me.
I still can't believe, like, what all Alexis went through, and to hear about what all professional athletes do behind the scenes.
It's great.
How you do stay paranoid because it is a big turnaround every year. That stuff is crazy.
Yep. And like, hey, there is, man, but man, there's a lot of like women that honestly can ball. What's the two twins' name? They play for Cali, USC.
Play for USC?
Was it UFC?
You mean the two? Oh, they played for Stanford?
Was it for Stanford?
I can't say their name. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Is it played for Stanford? The twins that played for...
I thought it was USC.
UNLV?
UNLV. That's what I know. It's somewhere in Cali. Is it? Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, they were...
Yeah. Well, make sure you catch Alexis Peterson games, y'all.
That cross is vicious. Boy, she hit somebody with a cross. They went up with the left. I said, no, she didn't. She need to stop. That was uncalled for. I know the refs be like, I know she ain't just do that. Had her head shaking like off of pressure.
Hey, what do you think about the guys who think that girls can't beat them in basketball? There's some guys out there be like, a girl would never beat me in basketball.
They're ridiculous. I say that because, man, like I said earlier, man, I had a ex-girlfriend back in the day when I was in high school, man, who balled. And she didn't just ball, she balled. I thought I was like extra smooth. No, she made me look stupid. That's why we was always on teams. Like, for real. What you think?
Yeah. Like that story I said about the girls who came in the gym.
Were they the ones that was at the Auburn gym?
Yes.
I remember when they was playing. They had dudes looking stupid.
Yeah. Them girls was out there straight. Man, they was
murking.
They was roasting them dudes out there.
But I'm saying, how would you feel? Like, that's why I never wanted to guard females, because for some reason they were cold. Like, she just dribbling the ball slow, and she just come up and hit you with a hezzy and went up for the three, and you like, it didn't only go in, it literally didn't touch nothing. And she just turned around. You know how you do the little jog after you make it? Then come back, steal it from you, hit you with another one. What would you do?
Well, the bad part is some guys who feel intimidated by girls. And the girl get out there and straight wax.
Be like, hey, look.
And you be like, wait, who holding her? And then that'd be that one dude be like, man, I can't really hold a girl like that. I don't want to be too rough on her.
That's what they say too. I don't want to go full throttle.
Yeah, and then you end up losing the game because that girl killed him.
And the chick coming like, you ain't got to take it soft on me, bro. I play with my brother's bigger than you. You just a little person to me.
Yeah, I respect them. What you think about, what she said about, they having to go overseas?
Honestly, man, I don't think that they should. They should. You should be able to be home and make that type of money. And when it comes to, like, if you're going to have an organization like that, when supporting women, that means you support everything that they do. Now, I don't know, like, the breakdown in contract on when they, have starting families, how that works. But they should get paid more, to be honest with you, man. And that's real hard. But at the same time, I think they look at it as, well, if you want to start a family now, this probably ain't the time for you to start this. So it's kind of like decisions, So that's a lot of stipulations to it. So I guess but hey, I'm saying you get comfortable, you're young, you just got out of school, paying off student loans. So I'm saying you got that money, so you're like, what else I need? You end up finding somebody unless you already do, then make a family. All of a sudden, you gotta work for a while. And it's different because men, we don't have babies. Well, we have babies, but we don't have them.
Yeah.
Because if we did,
we wouldn't have a lot of babies. There you go with that sniffing again.
Can I breathe? That was like 2 times. Well, maybe 6.
That was like 10 times.
10 and 2 times? Hey, I'm just getting better, I'm just getting, a little better, I actually want to shout out Brian again. That was a stiffy, like, that episode, bro. I was stuffy. I was, like, stuffy. So, please forgive me. This episode is a little better. So,
I can't believe she played 11 months out the year.
Can you do that, though?
I love ball. I don't know about that.
But you think about it, it's a lot of rehabilitating. After they practice, man, I'm pretty sure that they go ice themselves, go sit in the jacuzzi, right. and eat
Guess
good.
it just ain't regular pickup ball like what we do.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah,
I mean, because they get taped up and they got the best medical staff for everything. And
then they go and eat some fruits and veggies versus eating that fried chicken and ice cream that's in the box.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the garlic fries roll on there. That's true.
So yeah, I mean, I got my hats off to all the girl athletes out there, no matter what sport you play. My daughter, as it look up to all the professional athletes, no matter what they play. And I can't lie, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing my daughter be on that level one day and be an inspiration to someone else, like Alexis, or to a lot of kids out there.
Yes, indeed, man. That's what we need. And yeah, man. Inspiration right there. Let kids know, look, you can do it. Just keep going. That's all it is. That's cool, though.
Yeah,
we
but she did
you.
say hard works. You have to work. You have to work hard.
And
anything you do, you have to work hard.
And that's true. But when you at a certain size, it's even more work you have to put in. Because I bet you if Nate Robinson was at least about 6'3", 6'4", he probably would have been had a contract.
Well, him and Isaiah.
Exactly, a better contract. But by them being that height, I'm saying they have to put even in more work. But people would say like, well, man, because of their height. Nah, them boys can ball, man.
Yeah, Nate can ball. They do. They can ball.
They smooth. I like his game. Like, he's smooth. But, hey, all work does pay off, man. And people think that. Like, hey.
You got to think of the odds that, like, Alexis and all the professional women basketball, I mean, whatever professional sport you play, the odds of you making it.
It's tough because
like even you getting a D1 scholarship, like the odds of you getting this stuff, it is crazy.
You gotta think about it. Like somebody always said, the moment you lay your head down to rest after you came from practicing, somebody is still practicing shooting 3,000 more shots while you're asleep. So you got to think about is how bad you want it.
I wouldn't mind seeing her play in the Pro-Am, though.
That'd be cool,
to
though.
see a couple of Seattle Storm players play in the Pro-Am.
I know, right?
That would be nice.
We should
try to get Jamal and Rashad and them on that.
That'd be dope, though. That'd be cool, son.
But I don't know how many of them stay because, you know, like she said, like as soon as the season over, a lot of them leave and go overseas to make that money. I mean, you can't turn down that money because
that's how it's
lucrative over there.
Yes, indeed, man. Yes, and overseas, man. To be honest with you, if I was so worried about making it in the NBA, I wouldn't be so worried because overseas there's so many teams and leagues. There's more money that can be made out there. I wouldn't mind playing for somebody in Italy or something. I wouldn't mind. Yo, there's money out there, and it's nice to live out there too. Like for real. Somebody, shout out Kendall Dykes. He plays overseas for Romania, man, and he's been out there since I want to say 06, 07. It's been a minute. He's been balling for some years, man. He played in Dillard University. And then I think he played for UNO. And then that's when he been up there balling ever since, and he got some championship underneath his belt. So I'm like, oh, okay, I see you, son.
Sure, just like Stephen Gray.
Stephen Gray. Yeah.
Like, you never know. You know, when you go to a gym, you always think that, like, hey, no, I'm cold.
I got a jumper. I got 3 that can go in a row.
Yeah, but then, like, it'd be that one person who come in regular shoes, the running shoes,
track shoes.
Yeah, and like
cross country.
Dude hit like 20 shots in a row, and you be like, wait, who is this dude, bro?
That's the first thing.
Like, wait, you can't D this dude up. He can't be that good.
No, this is how it be. When they be just shooting, they just be shooting, and you be looking like, I do that. Oh, man, nice rotation. I see you. Then you do another one. You be like, oh, okay. Get on the court. He off the screen. You just see him gather his feet and go up. Oh, okay, yep. I just did that. You come back. Oh, I got you. Then all of a sudden, he hit you with a jab step, and you be like, wait, what did he? Oh, that's points? All right, y'all got that. Somebody screened me. You right. Back pick, nobody called it. No, the whole time he left you. Then all of a sudden, he shake you without the ball. Man, this dude shook me without the ball, son. I kid you not, I almost fell. I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah. I'm like, all bad. But you got those coming surprise. You be like, man, who you play for? Oh, I play overseas D1 pro ball. Oh, that's first. Hey, look, y'all gonna lose this game. Next, just pick me up. We got shots. Oh man. Yeah,
we gotta. Once we sit back and think about all this, having guests on, people want to, people coming on our show, we still don't know how this happened. I mean, we grateful for everybody who come on the show and everybody who gonna be on the show in the future.
Future shows.
But this hey, this still crazy for us.
Mm-hmm. It is, huh? I'm telling you, I'm about to go home.
Ain't no telling who gonna be on next. Y'all just got to stay tuned.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm about to go home and sing that song. I'm about to. She about to have it. Which one should I sing? I'm telling you, bro. She about to be bumping. She gonna have guys playing. Then all of a sudden, reach until you tuck it and stretch your arm. Man, I'm telling you, ball play is gonna be full, son. I'm excited though, son. I'm excited.
But I guess it's that time.
Yeah, we gotta wrap it up.
Yeah, we gotta wrap it up. But hey, thank y'all for tuning in this episode too. Alexis already gave y'all the inspirational quote. If y'all were listening,
you need to tune in. If you wasn't,
yeah, hey, go rate your boys on iTunes.
Yeah,
or whatever, don't stop sharing. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter.
Don't stop sharing and comparing.
You couldn't wait to get to that.
Couldn't wait to get it out.
But yeah, we're gonna let y'all go. And you want to say something before we let Alexis end us off?
You know what, man? It was fun. Shout out Alexis, man.
Our door always open to you, Alexis. Thank you again for coming on.
Yeah, but if you have some teammates, someone else, that'd be great on the show, let us know. Hey, it's fun. And remember that Pro-Am. We thinking about that Pro-Am. We need to see what's happening. But you already know how it go. And we out.
Jay, every day. Ah!